Hello everyone and welcome back to Matchbox Memories. Today we're going to look at the first set of Matchbox Collectors for 2025. So this is set 1, mix 1 of 2025 Matchbox Collectors. Unfortunately, a lot of the cars we have seen before in various forms. There is, I think, one vehicle that is new for 2025. That's the Mercedes, which we will look at in more detail. The rest of these vehicles we have seen before in different liveries. So anyways, without any further ado, let's have a look at these vehicles. I think I'm going to start off with the Fiat, which is to the left of me, and let's have a look at this. Alright, first vehicle up is this 1970s Honda N600 off-road, which we have seen before. But before that, let's have a look at the new packaging for 2025. It is the yellow and blue that Matchbox did in previous years, with just a different type of design. I'm not sure if I like it any more or less than previous versions. Let me just see if I can find another box so you can see what the previous year's box looked like. Alright, I found the box from the Bugatti. So this is the old design. You can see there's certainly more blue on the outer levels of that box compared to the new box. And there they are side by side so you can see them. So the newer box of 2025 is certainly more yellow to it. The box inside looks quite similar. Oh, some design changes on the box itself, as you can see. Yeah, and the sides as well. Alright, so it looks like it is another year of 20 vehicles for the Collector Series for 2025. This is vehicle number 3 of 20. It is the 1970s Honda N600 off-road in this red and white. And we'll open this up and have a closer look at it. This is, I have to say, this is the second version of this vehicle that Matchbox has released. The first vehicle was from 2023. It was new to that year. And these are the various licenses at the back and the design. Alright, so let's open this up and have a look at it. Alright, so before we look at the car, let's have a quick look at these boxes, the new boxes for 2025. They are also somewhat different from boxes we have previously seen in the line. This one says 1970 Honda N600 off-road on the side, but similar sort of theme. Definitely feels like a Matchbox box, and that is. Anyways, without any further ado, let's have a look at the car itself. And there it is, rubber wheels. The Collector Series is Matchbox's premier series, and they always come with rubber wheels. And this is DER, Desert Endurance Race from Honda. Goodyear sponsorship. Look at that fully detailed front, it looks quite good. I quite like this vehicle, but I have to say I was really disappointed with these two lights at the top. It makes it look like a deer, some sort of an animal. It looks like ears on the car. I have to say the design there definitely didn't pan out. I'm not sure what those things are when I look at this vehicle. I understand what they're supposed to be, and we see it in the graphics, but I can tell you when you look at it there, it doesn't look like that. Not sure what it looks like, but a bit disappointed with the two lights on top. There it is. 1970s Honda N600 off-road, black base, black interior, fully detailed. And I have to say, this is an $8 car. It definitely doesn't feel like one. Still got the plastic base, decent amount of weight to it, but just disappointing for the price. These are basically $8 plus tax, so quite an expensive vehicle. 12% tax, $797 is the exact price in Canadian dollars. Yeah, definitely not worth it. wish whoever picks the vehicles for these collectors series picks 20 better vehicles. So this one is the first version I paid $1 for, and I think it's fully worth $1 to add 800% inflation for a set of wheels that make no sense in my eyes. But there it is. This one isn't fully done. Front's done. You can see the back doesn't have any finishing touches, lights, etc. Not completed. Yeah, disappointing. Disappointing. Way too expensive for what we're getting. All right, next vehicle we're gonna look at is, it's a new casting for 2024. This is the second version of it. The first version came in the moving parts line. This is the Bizzarrini 5000 GT Corsa Revival. And from what I understand, this is a real car. I think they made something like 100,000, or maybe it was 100 units of it. Very limited number of units. They actually made it, they revived it, and I can't remember how much they cost, but they did cost a pretty penny. And I'm sort of glad that Matchbox made this vehicle, because I think it's an interesting vehicle. They've picked two fantastic colors for the first two versions of this car, and I'm excited to open this and compare it to the first version. All right, let's have a look at that Bizzarrini. Okay, so first of all, it is a moving part vehicle. I can see detailed engine there. As the hood opens, number 65. Decent set of tires, I think appropriate for the car. Detailed back. Details livery on the side as well as a detailed front. So all the bells and whistles, also a number 65 racing livery on the bonnet there. Black base, rubber tires, look at that. And there it is, beautiful. Love this vehicle. Comes with this lovely box, and there is the first version. Similar detailing, look at that, just gorgeous. Similar details in the engine again. Fantastic vehicle. Very happy to have both of these. I think they're fantastic color choices, good sets of wheels. Of course, this is from the moving parts line, so plastic wheels. So just to give you guys an understanding of cost, so this one costs about half the cost of that, and really the only difference here we see is the tires, where this one has rubber tires, and once again plastic base on both of these vehicles. All right, next we're going to look at this Ford Bronco, which is the second version of this particular vehicle as well. The first version was also from the moving parts line from 2024. I really like that casting, the first version. I'm very excited to add this one to my collection and open it up and have a look at it. So let's go ahead and do that. Just a quick look at the back. Nothing exciting there. Let's give it a whirl. All right, so that's been opened up. There's the box. This is also a moving parts premium level vehicle with the rubber tires, as you can see. That looks quite good, doesn't it? And a good size gap on the moving part. And I have to say, on all these, the first two moving parts vehicles, I have to say, the hood, the bonnet, doesn't stay open. You can say the same thing about this particular vehicle where, look at that, doesn't stay open. It's a point of having an opening part if it doesn't stay open. Like, stop wasting your time on the technology if the technology doesn't work. And then you create subsequent vehicles that also the technology doesn't work. So let's have a look at the first one. Enough complaining about the quality of some of these vehicles, which is not the best. You can see, look. You can open it, easy enough to open. But will it stay? No, it just shuts every single time. They need to fix that. Matchbox needs to fix that. Mattel needs to fix that. This is another beautiful casting. I just absolutely love it. Once again, disappointing. Plastic base. This is a premium vehicle. Why does it have a plastic? Chrome's nice, but really, let's get to metal. Just not good enough, given the price. Yeah, I gotta say, other than the price, I do love this vehicle. I think it displays really well. They are absolutely gorgeous. All right, next we're going to look at this Mercedes Benz. As far as I know, this is a new casting, but maybe I'm wrong because it doesn't say new for 2025 anywhere on this. Give me a second. I'm going to actually look this up. I was correct. This is the first version of this vehicle. So this is a new die-cast for 2025. We've never seen it before. It's amazing that the packaging doesn't say new casting or new for 2025 or anything like that. You'd think you put in all those marketing dollars into creating a vehicle, you would advertise it somewhere on the packaging. But anyways, not my business, but just thought I'd make that point. And let's have a look at this vehicle. I'm guessing this is some sort of an electric vehicle. The E always, or most of the times, means electric something. Let me just look it up, what EQS actually stands for. All right, so I did a bit of research and I found out that the EQ in Mercedes-Benz basically means that it is an electric vehicle. It doesn't necessarily stand for anything. It's just their, how they identify their electric vehicles. And the S is just their luxury brand, from what I gather. So that apparently they had a problem with a Chinese auto manufacturer named Cherry Automobiles, who already had used the EQ name. So Mercedes and this other manufacturer of vehicles from China, they basically agreed to use the third letter to distinguish their vehicles. So EQS in this case just means that it is an electrified or electric Mercedes-Benz. Have to say, I'm a bit of a lover of combustion engines. I'm not a huge fan of these electric vehicles. This is a really nice die-cast vehicle. You can't see the, you can see it, slightly see it. The interior, but it is quite a dark glass there. And look at this. This one's actually got a metal base. Once in a while, Matchbox throws in a metal base on its higher end vehicles. This is the second or third collector's vehicle that I have purchased now that has a metal base. The first, there's definitely one in 2024, if not two. Look at that. Interesting. Good set of wheels, rubber wheels, as you know. There it is. That's really quite nice. All right, last vehicle that we're going to look at, probably my favorite vehicle to look at, is this BMW M5 Police. Look at that. That's just absolutely gorgeous. I've got several different versions of this vehicle. It's one of my favorite castings. I love this police car. Quite excited to open it. So let's go ahead and open this up and have a look at this particular vehicle. From a Mercedes to a BMW. This one is a BMW M5 Police. We've seen several versions of this. This is a Police, so German police car. Look at that. That looks great from that angle. Gray, blue, and yellow. Look at that. Matchbox number plate. fully detailed back, sides and front, rubber tires, plastic base again, left-hand drive, beautiful. Look at that police siren on top. So I've got a ton of different versions of this. Like I said, it is one of my favorite castings. I think I have every version of this vehicle that Matchbox has made, and we will have a quick look at those vehicles that I have in my collection. All right, so let's quickly go through all these BMW M5s that I have in my collection. This police casting is one of my favorite castings. It's definitely one of my favorite police castings. We'll just quickly look at it. So this is one we just looked at. This is the collector's version of this police M5 from 2025. Now these two, one's from, I think it's from the main line. The other one's from a 5-pack. I can't remember which one's which, but I just want to quickly point out how good they look when they're fully finished. So this one's fully finished. This one has no front detailings. Look what a difference the details make on these vehicles. Slightly different liveries. You can see this one's police is a little bit smaller. This one's a little bit bigger. Same thing in green. Once again, the front's not done on this one. This one is the exclusive from the 20-pack. Quite expensive. Those 20 packs cost something like $20 plus tax. So when you buy a multi-pack for just one car, it becomes quite an expensive one. This is from last year. You can see the 70th anniversary logo. So this is from 2024. Once again, unfortunately, even with the hefty price tag that you end up paying for this particular vehicle, the back is not detailed. Beautiful. But other than that, this one's really, really nice. Really nice police car. And then we have this one. This was from one of international themed sets. This one is a Russian police car. This one's just a mainline. I think this one's actually a police car from the UK. Once again, international themed set from the COVID years. I remember, once again, back not done, but beautiful. Look at the tires on that. Really, really nice. This one's also from the main line. It is police themed M5. Not police, I should say, fire themed M5. Look at that, fire. This one's my favorite. This one, I'm surprised this one is as, you still find quite a few of them, and they're actually quite reasonably priced. They're usually less than $10 US on eBay and other various other auction sites. This is, I have to say, this is probably my favorite version of this particular vehicle. This one looks absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Rubber tires. Yeah, all the bells and whistles on that. And if that's my favorite, that one's the most expensive. This is another fire-themed German vehicle. Notards, which is, I think, ambulance in German. Paid something close to 100 US for this particular vehicle. It is from the Model Hobby Spiel store. My understanding is there is some sort of an annual gathering that is organized by this hobby store, or the owner of that hobby store, and this was one of the exclusive vehicles for that particular year. And this is from 2016. Look at that, March 10th, 2016. Quite expensive, hard to find, but if you love this casting as much as I do, and you want to complete your set, you have no choice but to get it. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Once again, I appreciate all the support. There is a ton of new vehicles coming out for 2025, and I am very, very happy to bring those to you. Please also don't forget to hit the like button on YouTube.